Hello, Otakus of the world out there. My name is Letter, and welcome back to the OtakuZone. Now, today, once again, I'm joined by the Funky Panico.
Thanks, man.
There you go. Once again, I'm here for one more anime review, and this one is actually a pretty special one, since we talked about it in the last video.
Yeah, the Ordinal Scale movie.
Oh, there you go. So, Art Online Ordinal Scale came out around a week or so ago. We wanted to make the review a little early, but I had some family consequences.
Some time constraints.
Unfortunately, so here's my review, or at least our review, of Art Online Ordinal Scale. So, what did you think of the movie?
Like my first impressions?
Yeah, what were your first impressions? Actually, no. What were your expectations going in first?
My expectations, I was going in completely blind on this one. I know a popular anime YouTuber, Giguk. He did a review of it before, and I was coming up in my YouTube feed. I just decided to not even watch that to make sure that I did not, spoil myself.
I guess, right? So, as you can see, like I said, it's been a week since the movie actually has come out. So, aside from the same time, the movie came out a week earlier in the United States, only in Hollywood though. So it actually spawned a lot of reviews, and unfortunately, we fortunately didn't want to watch any more spoilers because we understood this Art Online was actually a great movie to be seen. You should know soon enough, at least.
Yes.
So you went completely blind into it, but you did see both seasons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, you do want to see both seasons before you actually get to this movie because there is a lot of reference coming in. Spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to be spoiled that much, but at the same time, I'll try to make this review as spoiler-free as possible.
Yeah.
But if I do spoil anything, you'll be warned.
Pretty much.
But yeah, the movie does revolve around 2.5 year period after Sword Art Online's incident came out, happened, and probably around 3 years after the events of Halo and Gungan Online.
Yes.
Again, expectations were high, at least for me, knowing that sometimes an anime movie doesn't come out to be that great unless there's a lot of background to it. And Sword Art Online luckily does have that type of background to the story. So again, high expectations when coming in, and then of course we went ahead with friends. I have another friend with me, but unfortunately he couldn't be here for the review. At the same time, we tried Ari to go around, but unfortunately she wasn't able to either.
Yeah, she wasn't able to.
But overall, we went in, started watching the movie, and I think my expectations were met, and at the same time, blown away. It was probably one of the best movies I have seen in a long time. And again, if you have not watched both season 1 and 2 of Sword Art Online, you cannot watch this movie until that happens. Even if you only watch the first 12 episodes of the first season, you still don't have enough content to it because there's just so much reference.
Well, that and you won't know who Shinon is.
Well, most of the characters too, The Sword Art Online from both seasons, season 1, part 2, and season 2 do appear in this movie, so you will be in for a treat.
Yeah.
Everything was good. Now we're gonna talk about a little about the things that you think that it should be good in any review. First, animation.
Yes.
So animation-wise, for me at least, I thought it was actually the best Sword Art Online came out. What do you think about it, Nico?
I think it's about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animation-wise, I do think that they went above and beyond. All the graphics were amazing. The concept of the story was actually pretty good too. So that's why we're gonna move on to the next one now that we already have our animation review out of it.
I got something to say too.
There
wasn't. I know this is bogged down like a bunch of series that I've seen, like on Crunchyroll, is that they use like needless amounts of CGI animation with the, I guess, the more traditionally computer drawn
right.
There wasn't that much in this one, which I'm glad they did. Like they use some of it for like the monsters that are in there, but
okay. Yeah.
other than that, like Like, what I'm saying is that sometimes when there's the shift between just the characters and then there's CGI, it looks kind of jarring, like, in the background.
Well, you also have to think that Sword Art Online has a lot of CGI for the reason that it's a virtual reality game.
Yeah, I know.
And it, for our perspective at least, the changes were major, while in what it is, the anime itself, do think that it was actually just as common as anything, but the animation was actually improved in a lot of ways in this movie.
Indefinite.
Correctly. So for the next part, it's actually we're gonna go on this on the story. So setting of the anime. I'm gonna say like the very first minute or two of what the anime Ordinal Scale was actually about. Basically, it's set 3 years into the future after the events of Sword Art Online. Everybody's in peaceful mode and everything. A new headgear comes out, and it's called what was it called again? Actually, I can't remember. The headgear that they use to be able
right.
to.
I'm blanking on it too.
Yeah. It's basically the same as the Nevergear from Season 1 and the Atmosphere, but instead of actually going full dive into the game, you actually play the game in the real world.
Yeah, it's AR.
It's AR, yeah, but it's more than you think, because the actual game, which is Ordinal Scale, spawns the same thing as what a full dive game is. You basically are able to have your armor, battle monsters, and rank up on points, basically.
Yep.
And that's usually what the game, or at least the new setting is now. Of course, there are other uses to it. You can go to the gym with it.
Yeah, you can just buy things with
and there's even special events and limited offers and stores and everything. So this headset actually became like the best big thing out there. So that's what it actually started what I've been about at that point. Now, of course, our heroes, Kirito, Asuna, and the rest of the gang had, of course, started playing the game. Kirito wasn't really that into the game at the beginning, so everybody else was, so he wasn't like the strongest, or even the best in the game. Over time, as the story went on, he did have to become the best for many reasons, and that's where I'm actually gonna stop on the story, because now I'm gonna spoil it more than this should have. You should just go and watch it and everything. So setting. Oh, character development.
Yeah, character development. Yeah.
Now I remember. So for our character development review, I think that the characters actually explore a vast variety of who they are after Sword Art Online, and at the same time how this game works. The game will be tied down just like any other one of the series. It will be tied down to what Sword Art Online was back in the day.
Yep.
So the characters did have to develop more like a good sense of what their lives are now after what their lives used to be. In this 3-year span, it was pretty tough for them, but Kirito and Asuna do have to go through a big change, the character development, because it's mostly about them at the end.
Yeah, it really is.
And if you ever see the movie at some point, you're even gonna have the voice actors actually talk about how the relations are gonna go and everything like that. So, still, their development was actually great, because in Season 2, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, you don't see much of Kirito and Asuna in the series. It was mostly Kirito trying to save more people of the dead game of Sword Art Online into the real world after they come out, So their relationship was kind of sketchy at the end of Season 2. But this movie actually brings it all together, and thank God to that, because we really needed something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about their development in the end? Or at least throughout the story?
At the beginning, the character development wasn't very strong, because they already had the character already.
Settings, yeah.
Yeah, they already had it set.
Mm-hmm.
Then the rest of the movie came on.
There are some parts where we just laugh our asses off, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially with Kirito and Asuna. But at the same time, every other character did have a major part in the game, or at least in the story. More so the Sword Art Online characters than any other character, but the other characters do make an appearance, and they actually do have some sense in how the story goes along, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's basically everything. Now, for a good rating that we have, I'd say I give it a 5 out of 5 on this one.
Let's see. I would give it a 4 out of 5.
All right, so that means we actually have some room for improvement. What did you think they do probably could be better to the movie at that point?
I didn't see much of Sheena.
No, but she was a badass at some point.
Yeah.
Again, you got to watch it to understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Again, it will always be a full recommendation for anybody who has been a Sword Art Online fan from beginning to end.
I can't spoil that.
But yeah, in the end, that movie, or at least our experience to the movie, was actually pretty great.
Yes.
Again, it came out last week on Thursday, and it was the only showing release for the United States, and that was a bummer for a lot of people because I had a friend who actually is a Sword Art Online, but he's in New York, and he did not hear anything about it until after the movie came out.
Yeah.
And he was pissed. He literally said, the only reason I didn't go is because, one, I did not know about when the movie came out, and two, it was too far away for him to actually go and see it. So, unfortunately, he did not see it. Now, there is a upside to this.
Yes.
The Sword Art Online movie will come out one more time in theaters, in English dubs, on April 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So, even if you're not a fan of dubs, which someday we'll get into that discussion, I do think that it's worth to go see the movie even if it's in a different language. Once again, now, English subs, doesn't really matter. The movie's great in itself.
Yes.
But yeah, that's pretty much our review of Sword Art Online. We still think that it's still an amazing movie. I will probably get the DVD.
You gonna get the Blu-ray?
Oh yeah, I'm getting the Blu-ray for sure. I want to see that action once again in that movie because it was actually pretty good. But fucking Panico, thank you for joining me for today's review.
Thanks, man.
If you like the video, of course, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button for any time I upload a video. At the same time, check out my Instagram. I'll be posting a lot of different things. Again, for the Otaku world.
A lot of Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that's basically the only thing I'm posting right now. So.
More things will come, my friend.
Yeah, sooner or later. I do post on important things. There will be some other news sometime soon, but again, thank you for joining us for today's video. This has been Pure Letter, the fucking Panico.
Thanks, man.
And we'll see you all in the next one.
See you in the next one.